Welcome to the Gospel Road. We are going to look at Proverbs 19. It says, "Better is a poor person who walks in his integrity than one who is crooked in speech and is a fool." Proverbs are very good to read. Lots of wisdom. As it continues, "Desire without knowledge is not good, and whoever makes haste with his feet misses his way. When a man's folly brings his way to ruin, his heart rages against the Lord. Wealth brings many new friends, but a poor man is deserted by his friends. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who breathes out lies will not escape. Many seek the favor of a generous man, and everyone is a friend to a man who gives gifts. All a poor man's brothers hate him. How much more do his friends go far from him? He pursues them with words, but does not have them. Whoever gets sense loves his own soul. He who keeps understanding will discover good. A false witness will not go unpunished, and he who breathes out lies will perish. It is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury, but much less for a slave to rule over princes. Good sense makes one slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. A king's wrath is like the growling of a lion, but his favor is like the dew on the grass. A foolish son is ruin to his father, and a wife's quarreling is continual dripping of rain. House and wealth are inherited from fathers, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Slothfulness casts into a deep sleep, and an idle person will suffer hunger. Whoever keeps the command keeps his life. He who despises his ways will die. Whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed. Discipline your son, for there is hope. Do not set your heart on putting him to death. A man of great wrath will pay the penalty, for if you deliver him, you will only have to do it again. Listen to advice and accept instruction, that you may gain wisdom in the future. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. What is desired in a man is steadfast love, and a poor man is better than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life, and whoever has it rests satisfied. He will not be visited by harm. The sluggard buries his hand in the dish and will not even bring it back to his mouth. Strike a scoffer, and the simple will learn prudence. Reprove a man of understanding, and he will gain knowledge. He who does violence to his father and chases away his mother is a son who brings shame and reproach. Cease to hear instruction, my son, and you will stray from the words of knowledge. A worthless witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked devours iniquity. Condemnation is ready for scoffers, and beating for the backs of fools. Proverbs 19. You could actually turn almost every single proverb into a fortune cookie. I know a lot of people that will write down proverbs and put them all over, their office, their house, their car, so they're always constantly reading the proverbs. Looking at 20 and 21, it says, "Listen to advice and accept instruction, that you may gain wisdom in the future. Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand. So listen to advice and accept instruction. I think that's a simple one, you would think. I'll be honest, I'm kind of squeezing this episode in while doing laundry. Sundays are laundry day for me, pretty much from all the week. My mom's doing better. She's gaining back her own strength. We're still having issues with her oxygen. We're not really 100% sure what is going to happen with that, but pretty much sure she's going to always be on it. Well, we'll see. But also now all of a sudden her pulse is getting low. So anyway, like I said, just doing it in between. I'll be honest, the past few weeks have been overwhelming. The whole listen to advice and accept instruction. There's been a lot of advice that I've been shared and a lot of instruction that I had to learn with, how the oxygen machines work and other things of what I need to do to help with my mom. I mean, it really is the change in life when all of a sudden the parents become the children and the child becomes the parent, which officially has happened at my house. So I'm trying to do the best that I can to keep them going as well as keeping myself going. It's that single parent mentality at this point. Something I never had to deal with. I know many do. And it's a lot. I mean, you're trying to work a full-time job, and then you're trying to take care of everything at home, and it is stressful, it is overwhelming, and there is not a lot of extra time to breathe, not a lot of time to rest. I know with me, because the hours that I put in every day, by the time I get home, and I remember hearing stories from friends over the years, but by the time I get home, it's basically just enough time to clean up after what they've done for the day. Maybe throw some food in for me. I mean, luckily we're doing pre-prepared meals for my parents, so they're just, all they have to do during the day is put them in the microwave and they can basically fend for themselves. So I barely get my dinner in, get things cleaned up, and then it's time for me to go to bed and back up to work for the next day. So lots of instruction, lots of advice that is being shared with me. And I have some people that I talk to that, are nurses or, have dealt with healthcare. So I lean on them a lot with many questions. Just as because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. I don't do healthcare. So there's just a lot to learn. So as I always say, you always want to find something to learn every day. I'm doing a lot of learning right now. But that sometimes can be hard to listen to advice and accept instruction because many of us think we have the answers. In fact, we all went that as we were younger. We have the answers. We are fine. We do not need to listen. We can answer all of our own questions. As they always say, the kids that know everything. My dad used to say that to me all the time. And I don't know, and I might have. But as I think back with a lot of things, I'm not sure that I did. I'm pretty sure that I didn't, and I could have. But I'm not sure that I ever really spoke out of turn. I only shared things that I did know. Because I was that nerd. I was watching documentaries before there were documentary channels. Yes, documentaries before there were documentary channels. My dad always had cable growing up, so the documentaries that we see on Documentary Channel and TLC and the Smithsonian Channel and Discovery Channel, those were all basically on HBO back then. And I used to watch a lot of them. Yeah, as I share with a lot of people, many things that I do give, the information that I share, it's not because I'm trying to say I know something. It's mostly probably because I'm the one that's messed it up. It's happened to me, and I'm trying to help you not have the same problem. Because I still mess up all the time. I still screw up all the time. I forget to do things. I try to do my best, but I fail. I'm not perfect. But we really do. We need to sit there. We need to listen. And when we're learning something new, just accept that instruction. Now, for some, certain things come very easy to them. And they're not needing a lot of instruction. And then some people like to over-instruct, over-explain. Yeah, it's not easy. But the whole idea by listening and learning is to gain that wisdom for things in the future. So you're able to be smarter. You're able to be better. So we can be a better person tomorrow than we are today. You know, I'm learning something new today so I can be better today than I was yesterday. You know, again, reading through the Proverbs, there are so many great things that you can learn. The wisdom in 2 or 3 sentences. So I said you could almost take these Proverbs, you could have Proverbs cookies instead of fortune cookies. But it's sharing the wisdom, sharing the knowledge, being able to help others succeed, to be stronger, to be better. You know, that's what we're trying to do. To be good to others, to really show them respect, integrity, helping them be the best that they can be, really trying to encourage them to really grow, to be stronger. You know, that's what we do. That's what we're supposed to be doing. You know, being there to help one another be better. You know, being able to walk in integrity. Not to talk like a fool. And I'm sure there's many days that I talk like a fool. You know, holding your anger. And sometimes that's not always the easiest because you get frustrated. And sometimes that frustration comes from being overwhelmed and you're trying to deal with everything and you're not always going to be the best. I know I'm not always putting my best foot forward. But I try to do my best. I try. Proverbs 19, that's what we were looking at today. And as I always share is, you know, really read that for you and how can it help you to be that better person? You know, being better tomorrow than you are today. Helping someone else be that better person. You know, it's really helping them out. Because we all want to succeed. We all want to be the best person that we can be. Being that best person is loving one another, showing kindness to one another, to really be there for each other, to help them when they fall down, to pick them back up so they can keep going forward and not kicking them when they're down, which we see so often. In fact, and more often than not, that's what we see. Proverbs 19, read that. Thank you for listening today. If you enjoyed this, be sure to share it with others on social media. You can always find me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, My Buddy Jimmy. I know I have my other podcasts that you can also find. You can even find them at mybuddyjimmy.com. I've been, you know, not right on top of those for the past month only because, you know, I'm trying to deal with my situation. Again, good days, bad days, ups and downs. But I'm trying to do the best that I can. Trying to do the best for my parents. Trying. Do I fail? I'm sure I do. I know I do. Because I am a failure. And I don't say that because I'm telling myself I am. I'm saying that because I'm admitting that I am, but I'm trying to be the best that I can be. So even though I fail, I get back up and keep pushing forward. I did a podcast, and maybe or an actual radio show, and then it is podcast, so you could check it out with Father PJ for St. Patrick. I think we actually talked about this last week, maybe not, I can't remember, but we talked many things. Of course, talked about the new Batman movie, we talked about snakes, we talked about St. Patrick. And one thing he said in St. Patrick, in his memoirs that he was written, it said, "I am Patrick the sinner." You know, it's being able to acknowledge the issue if you're wanting to fix it. You know, it's just like going to Alcoholics Anonymous. First, you have to say, "I am alcoholic," before you can change anything. If you are on any type of drug to go to Narcotics Anonymous, you have to admit you have a problem. To do something better, to make yourself better, you have to admit where your weaknesses are, so you can work on those to be better. Thank you so much for listening to The Gospel Road. So until next time, again, I have a lot of archives of the shows that you can listen to as well, which I know a lot of people have really been kind of jumping on those lately, which I appreciate that. But thank you for listening to The Gospel Road. Have a great day. God bless.
Spinal adjustments provided by Dr. Chad Rolfson. The Spinal Tuning Chiropractic Center is a Des Moines area low flat fee per month unlimited chiropractic care practice. When life happens, just adjust. Schedule today at spinaltuning.com.
If you're looking for help with software, app, web development, be sure to check out my friends at ingenuitycompany.com. They believe in their clients. Software development, app development, web development, visioning, design thinking, diagramming, organizational development, strategy. They can help you at the Ingenuity Company. Find out more at ingenuitycompany.com. Barbecue provided by Kenny's Rib Wagon, catering ribs for your pleasure and serving daily at Plaza Pub, 62nd and Douglas in Des Moines, across from Merle Hay Mall. Find Kenny's Rib Wagon on Facebook.
The Jimmy Olsen Radio Network.